Have you ever wondered how audiobooks are made? In the digital age, they've become an essential part of our busy lives, providing a hands-free way to consume literature, learn new topics, or simply unwind with a good story. But have you ever stopped to think about what goes into creating these auditory experiences? At the heart of each audiobook, there lies the art of voiceovers. A voiceover is a narrative technique where a voice that is not part of the narrative is used in radio, television, film, or indeed audiobooks. It's the voice you hear, breathing life into the written words, painting vivid pictures in your mind, and pulling you into the world created by the author. Creating an audiobook is like staging a play for the ears. The narrator is the actor, the script is the score, and the microphone is the stage. It's a performance that requires a clear voice, precise articulation, and an understanding of how to use intonation, pacing, and character voices to bring the story to life. You might be surprised to learn that anyone with a clear voice and the right technique can become an audiobook narrator. It's not just about having a radio voice. It's about how you use your voice to engage the listener and convey the emotion and nuance of the story. To craft an engaging audiobook, narrators often spend hours in the recording studio, perfecting their delivery, correcting mistakes, and ensuring that every word, pause, and inflection is just right. It's a meticulous process that requires patience, practice, and a passion for storytelling. So if you've ever found yourself lost in an audiobook, mesmerized by the narrator's voice, remember that it's not magic, but a skill honed with time and dedication. It's the art of voiceover, and it's what transforms a book into an immersive auditory experience. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the intriguing world of audiobook voiceovers. Just as a painter needs a brush, an audiobook narrator needs the right equipment. And that begins with a good quality microphone. A microphone is your primary tool, and it's worth investing in one that can capture the richness and variety of your voice. But remember, even the best microphone can't save a noisy recording. That's where a quiet, soundproof space comes in. Think of it as your studio, an oasis, free from the clamor of the outside world. Now let's add a couple of more tools to your kit. A pop filter is a handy device that reduces those pesky plosive sounds, while a pair of comfortable headphones can help you monitor your performance in real time. However, it's crucial to remember that while high-end equipment can enhance your recording, it's your skill as a narrator that truly matters. With the right equipment lined up, let's move on to the next crucial aspect, the script. A script is more than just words on a page, it's the roadmap to your performance. Mastering the script is a key component to delivering an engaging and captivating audiobook. It's not merely about reading words off a page in a pleasant tone. It's about telling a story, evoking emotions, and transporting the listener into the world the author has created. To do this, you need to thoroughly understand the script. Dig deep into the narrative, the characters, the plot, and the underlying themes. Don't just skim through the pages, instead read the script multiple times. Each reading should serve a purpose. The first read-through should be about getting a general sense of the story. The second one should focus on understanding the characters, their backgrounds, motivations, and relationships with each other. The third read-through should be about analyzing the tone, pace, and rhythm of the script. Interpreting the characters is another important aspect of mastering the script. Each character is unique and should be portrayed as such. Consider their personality traits, their backgrounds, and their motivations. These elements should influence how you voice the character. For instance, a timid character might speak softly and hesitantly, while a bold character might have a strong, confident voice. The narrative, too, has its own tone and pace. A suspenseful scene might require a slower pace and a tense tone, while a joyous scene might be read with a faster pace and a light, cheerful tone. Remember, your voice is the tool that sets the mood for the story. Emphasis is another crucial part of mastering the script. Knowing which words to stress can dramatically change the meaning of a sentence. Emphasis can add depth to the narrative, highlight important plot points, and enhance the listener's understanding of the story. Mastering the script is a process that requires time, effort, and patience, but the payoff is worth it. A well-understood script is the foundation of an engaging audiobook. Now let's talk about the actual recording process. The moment of truth arrives when you hit the record button. But before you press that button, it's essential to warm up your vocal cords. Just like an athlete, your voice needs to stretch and flex before the main event. Simple exercises like humming or repeating tongue twisters can do the trick. Now, let's talk about the recording environment. You need a quiet space where the magic happens. Any unnecessary noise can ruin the recording, so make sure you're in a soundproof room or a place with minimal background noise. Next, it's time to position your microphone correctly. The microphone should be at mouth level, and you should be about 6 to 12 inches away from it. This distance helps to maintain consistent audio levels throughout the recording. Remember, recording is not a one-take process. You will make mistakes, and that's perfectly okay. The beauty of recording is that you can always do another take. It's all about patience and persistence. Also, try to keep your energy levels consistent throughout the recording. If you start the first chapter with high energy, maintain that energy until the last chapter. Consistency is key in audiobook narration. Now let's talk about the actual recording process. Keep a steady pace and articulate clearly. It's okay to pause between sentences or paragraphs. In fact, it's recommended. These pauses give the listener a moment to digest what they've just heard. Remember to keep a glass of water nearby. Hydration is crucial for a smooth recording. If your throat feels dry or scratchy, take a sip of water and continue. Recording can be a lengthy process. It's not uncommon to spend several hours recording a single chapter, but don't let that discourage you. Take regular breaks to rest your voice and mind. Never rush the recording process. The quality of your recording is more important than the quantity. It's better to have a well-recorded chapter than several poorly recorded ones. Recording might seem daunting, but with practice it becomes second nature. But what happens after the recording is done? Recording your voiceover is only half the battle. The other half is editing. You see, no matter how meticulous you are during the recording process, there are always those unwanted elements that manage to sneak into your audio. It could be a slight hesitation, an unintended breath, or even the faint hum of your air conditioner in the background. That's where editing comes into play. Think of editing as the unsung hero of your audiobook production. It helps you remove those tiny mistakes that can distract your listener, ensuring that they are completely immersed in the story you're narrating. And the beauty of editing is that it doesn't have to be perfect the first time around. You can always go back and tweak things until you're satisfied. Now let's talk about the tools of the trade. There's a variety of software available that can help you with your editing. Some are free, others are paid, but all of them are designed to make the process as smooth as possible. Whether you're a Mac or a PC user, there's something out there for everyone. The key is to find the one that suits your needs and learn how to use it effectively. One crucial aspect of editing is ensuring a consistent volume throughout your audio. Imagine listening to an audiobook where one chapter is significantly louder than the others. It would be quite jarring, wouldn't it? That's why you need to pay close attention to your audio levels during the editing process. Make sure your volume is consistent from start to finish, providing a seamless listening experience for your audience. And remember, fine-tuning is the name of the game here. It's about making subtle adjustments that can make a big difference in the end product. So take your time, listen carefully, and don't be afraid to make those minor tweaks. With your edited audio, you're one step closer to having your audiobook ready for the world. The journey might be long and sometimes challenging, but the satisfaction of sharing your voice with the world makes it all worthwhile. Now that you have your audiobook, where do you go from here? Well, the world of audiobook narration is vast and varied, and there are several platforms where you can showcase your talent. Sites like ACX, Findaway Voices, and Voices.com allow you to audition your skills and potentially land lucrative contracts. Now let's talk about earnings. The average income for audiobook narrators can vary greatly. Factors such as the length of the book, your experience, and even the genre can influence your earnings. For a newbie, you might start off earning around $100 per finished hour. But don't fret. As you gain more experience and develop your skills, your rate can increase significantly. Top-notch narrators can earn upwards of $1,000 per finished hour. Audiobook narration can be a rewarding career, both creatively and financially. So why not give it a shot?